Greetings guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel Evolve with Monette. I am a professional intuitive empath and I'm so happy to share some energy with you guys today. I was guided by my angels within the last year to begin this series on my channel because they helped me through a dream avoid a very treacherous situation. It saved my life and it changed the course of my life, the dream that I had. And I've been doing dream interpretations as a professional intuitive empath for many years for clients, but it wasn't until I had that experience. And whilst I'd had dreams, right? I've had many in my life and I usually remember mine. This one was very poignant and it shifted the idea that this is just a little thing happening. This is absolutely pertinent information. Ancient Egyptians used it. It was used in biblical, with biblical characters and stories. Joseph, Coat of Many Colors comes to mind. And also Sigmund Freud as well as Carl Jung utilized it in their psychology, okay? So this is a legitimate practice and it is real. So do not second guess yourselves about your dreams. It's not woo-woo. It's deep information. It's like free psychological analysis when you're having dreams. So let's today get into it. Let's talk about castles, ancient buildings, and tombs. So when we're dreaming of this, the first thing that came to mind, oh, tell me why do we build castles in the sky? Well, listen, castles in the sky is a reference essentially to a pipe dream, ironically, right? The idea that we're creating something to build it up to be more than what it is and it has no foundation, right? And so we drift away to that place. I want you to have that energy in mind as we talk about this. When you're dealing with a castle, like a house, it can be interpreted as the ego or the inner world. Castles in the sky. Sometimes we are living in our own inner world and it's not grounded in reality. That's the message I just got. However, castles were built specifically to protect. Seeing one in a dream suggests that you need to put up barriers. Perhaps someone or something has the potential to overwhelm you. Now, in my dream, I was being overwhelmed by energies and I was not realizing how to combat them. And so my angels showed me how in the dream. Angels and ancestors stepped in. Perhaps you've built your defenses already. So if you are they protecting or imprisoning you? Sometimes we barricade ourselves into a thing thinking that there is no other way and we need to leave an out for ourselves. So any other impregnable building, even the bank or the government building, can have similar associations. So you may be dreaming about a bank and not a castle. You may be dreaming about, a structure or institution in your community that seems to be impenetrable. And that's just something to understand there. So with ancient structures, so if we're dealing with like you're seeing like forts or things like that, ancient structures, perhaps there's a reference to time. So try to check out the time period, pay attention to that. If you are noticing that you're having a dream about ancient structures, your dreaming mind could be urging you to look past for inspiration or guidance, or look to the past for inspiration or guidance. Any kind of tomb or memorial might suggest that someone who has died or belongs to your past can inspire you, or you may have buried a part of yourself that you need to either bring back, resurrect to life, or leave behind and mourn. You may also need to resolve your feelings about the inevitability of death when we're dealing with a dream about a tomb or a mausoleum or anything of that nature. Okay, guys, I'm going to pull a quick card here and see if there's anything that the angels want to validate with that. So it's important. Are you building castles around yourself for protection? Do you need to build some? Do you need a moat with alligators? Or have you made it too remote for people to get to you? This is the investigation that happens with the dream. Here we're looking at the Page of Swords. Looks very different in this deck. I usually associate this card with stalking, okay? Cyber stalking, paying attention, or gathering deeper realms of knowledge, which is precisely what is important to understand regarding the Page of Swords and dreaming about castles and tombs. I do not miss the irony that this woman is floating. As we started the reading, tell me why do we build castles in the sky? She's having bright ideas and insight and information regarding, I'm trying to get it to focus here for you guys, regarding what's going on around her. This Page of Swords is coming from things from a younger energy. This page is a more, I wouldn't say immature, but it is a youthful energy. And so when you're having those dreams about castles, I think of sand castles that we build on the shore. And when you're having those dreams, that's important to pay attention to. But she is in flight. She is up and away. And when we're dreaming about that, I want you to ask yourself, is your castle in the sky? Is your castle grounded? Is your castle serving a purpose? Is it keeping people in or keeping out? What are your tombs, castles, buildings doing? These ancient buildings. That's what your angels want you to pay attention to when those dreams come up. Okay, guys? So that is really important to note. And I am so glad that we got to share some energy today to talk about these dreams. And I want you to come back next time and we'll continue to evolve together.